A man convicted on a federal gun charge for the murder of a 13-year-old girl faces sentencing in the spring, and federal prosecutors plan to use evidence in her murder with a fight for a tougher sentence.
Darius Fields is one of two people convicted on gun violation charges surrounding Shavon Randle's July 2017 disappearance and death, and he will be connected to the teen's killing. Fox 4's Sean Rabb is in our newsroom now with more. Sean?
Yeah, they're connected through what's called relevant conduct. It's part of federal sentencing law that allows defendants to be held accountable for all the crimes they've committed, even if the government could not prove those crimes beyond a reasonable doubt. Shavon Randle's murder broke the hearts of North Texans. A 13-year-old kidnapped, killed, left in an abandoned Oak Cliff house over stolen dope, marijuana that she had no part in. Many people were arrested, none charged with her murder. LAPORSHYA POLLEY has been sentenced to federal prison time for federal firearms violations. Darius Fields will be sentenced on the same charge. But court documents indicate at his sentencing hearing, federal prosecutors will focus on Fields' responsibility for the kidnapping and murder of a 13-year-old over stolen drugs, though he has not been charged with that.
That could be used most probably as relevant conduct.
Former federal prosecutor John Tickle, not involved in the case, says the purpose of relevant conduct is
to bring in conduct that was not charged because there was not sufficient evidence to actually go forward with an indictment at that time, but to include it for his sentencing now.
Thus holding Fields somewhat responsible for Shavon Randle's murder, though he's not been charged with her killing.
To increase his points under the sentencing guidelines and thus his imprisonment range.
Chief Judge Barbara Lynn is presiding over this case. Prosecutors have told the no-nonsense judge Fields has gone back and forth between defense attorneys and representing himself. They contend using the system to play cat and mouse with the court and delay proceedings.
That's not going to bode well with the judge, like you've indicated, and that might affect him because some things are discretionary with the court, as well as a sentencing range. How low, how high can the court depart from that?
So prosecutors will present the murder evidence kind of like a mini murder trial during Fields' sentencing, then ask Judge Barbara Lynn to give him the maximum he could face on the gun charges, 25 years in federal prison.